Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richard Unicorn Caller, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We're going to jump right into the video, tell you everything happening in Wiz, but also, I'm going to tell you some things that are actually implemented in the update that wasn't really discussed much in the patch notes or update notes. These were part of the PvP dev notes, and we read the PvP dev notes, and some of those changes have actually came into play with this update. So without further ado, let's go into the crown shop, see what's happening. As you know, the new little Ravenwood spell pack, the Ravenwood Rangers lore pack, is getting some quite criticism. A lot of people aren't really liking this pack. I think the main reason why is because, number one, it's spellments only. You have to get the spellments to actually get the spells unlocked. And then also the fact how some of the gear is not the best. It's more like a little park ranger type of outfit, so I feel like a lot of people aren't feeling the vibes for that one. So, and there you go. There's also a crown rewards too, so if you are buying a bunch of packs, you'll get that little additional one at 3,990 crowns. And so there you go, open up a bunch of packs. Hopefully you guys get lucky, and hopefully you guys get a little bit more lucky than I did, because that free code, I think it's still available, but that free code, I didn't get no luck. But I did get the Camp Bandit treasure card, so I just walled it up here. Why not? Put that up there with a bunch of other rare ones, but there you go. Now you're probably noticing something with some of these treasure cards, right? Do you see that number all the way to the right side of that card? That basically says 30. That is basically called treasure card gating. Now this was implemented through the PvP dev notes. Now they mentioned that depending on your level, and this is gonna, I feel like this is gonna hurt a lot of low level PvP a lot, but depending on your current level, a lot of treasure card you can't use anymore, right? So I'm a level 140. Right, I can use, oh well, these are the summon minion, but I can use all of these other treasure cards, right? Like I can use Grendel Amends, I can use Hammer of Thor, and I can use Ratatsker Spin, right? I can use all of these spells. However, what if I was level 19? If I was a level 19 and I was playing PvP, I would not be able to cast Ratatsker Spin, because I am not a high enough rank, or I do not meet that minimum requirement to actually cast this spell. So it's an interesting little concept. I feel like this is going to hurt a lot of low-level PvP. I don't even play PvP a lot, but I just know that this is going to hurt the players a lot. Now, for PvE, you know, questing and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about the whole treasure card gating. This is primarily just for PvP, but if you are below a minimum rank for a certain treasure card, then you might not be able to actually cast it or even see it in your sideboard when you're in PvP. I had a lot of questions concerning that. A lot of people were playing PvP and they never saw their cards show up, and so there you go. Just some treasure cards you can't use. You're basically gonna have to use certain treasure cards that are in line with your own level, and if you meet that minimum level requirement, then you can either cast it. So again, that's what they did for the whole PvP dev notes. But let's move along to some stat bonus changes. Some stats have been changed, or basically one stat in particular. The health stat has been changed for a lot of schools. So for example, Life, Storm, and I believe Death Wizards are going to see a pretty cool increase of health. Obviously, if you're a Life Wizard, you might notice that your health has been increased, especially if you're a Storm Wizard, especially, you might notice a slight increase in health. Now, the other schools gotten a little streamline of health, so they still got, I think, a little bit of health bonus, but not too much as to compare to Life Wizards, right? So it's an interesting little health stat bonuses. I'll leave that in the little PvP dev notes description of everything like that. I'll leave that in there for everybody to look for. Alright, the next thing that, this is I don't know why people keep asking me this. I gotta clarify though. Listen, Lemuria, which is the new world that should be coming out soon, that is not come out. Okay, Lemuria is not out. Alright, I keep telling everybody that. Everybody keeps asking me, like, yo, is Lemuria out? I'm like, no, Lemuria is not out. Just a Prequest, alright? Now, there is a Prequest that you can do, followed up by the first one that was in the Arcanum. As long as you've completed Caramel, you can basically do this Prequest. You would do that, and there's basically the follow-up. Bartleby will actually have a quest for you right in Ravenwood. And so, if you talk to Bartleby, he'll basically, he will guide you, basically. He'll give you the quest, and you do the pre-quest, all that stuff. Not gonna lie, the last boss for the pre-quest was kind of difficult, so I recommend you guys have a coordinated team attack and make sure you guys are, picking your cards fast enough. There's like a card limit cheat where it actually fills up your deck, so make sure you're attacking fast and just make sure you got some heals on the ready. You know what's funny, because I did that all yesterday. And yesterday was actually like my last day of membership. I totally completely forgot about that. I'm actually glad I got everything done, because I did get a majority stuff done. Like I got the insect extract, which I love, and then I also got Broodmother too. I collected Broodmother as one of the little Monstrology minion cards, so that was pretty fun. But also during my farming, I got in this weird pet called a Tarantula Hawk. Now, personally for me, I have not seen this pet. I'll give you a little bit of a closer look. I personally have not seen this pet because I don't play this game a lot, but this pet is awesome, right? Like, it's gorgeous. I love the color. I just love everything about this pet. And apparently it's a crown shop pet. So like I said, I've never really come across this pet. It was added into my pet tome, and I got this while farming Broodmother for Animus. So that's pretty awesome. Oh, that's a cool little animation. Yeah, I like this pet. It's a cool looking pet. I'll definitely upgrade it, or level it up and stuff like that, and I'll put it on the pet roster on my Twitter. If you guys are ever interested in hatching pets, all you gotta do is let me know. You can just go on my Twitter and see the whole roster of pets I have available. I have a bunch of them, so feel free to check it out if you want a cool pet. Alright, now going on from that, moving on, back on topic. No, Lemuria is not out yet. November is usually the big month of level caps, or basically the level cap increases, new spells, and of course the new world, right? So in November, just think of November as the prime month for like new worlds and stuff like that. I mean, they've been doing this for quite some time now, but no, I will say it again, Lemuria is not out yet. Sorry to shred on the happiness, but no. Lemuria is not out yet, but the Prequest is. So, moving on from that, let's talk about King Iso Live, which is happening on the 29th, which is 29 today, alright? So, there's a King Iso Live today at 4 p.m. Central Time. I think it's a little bit earlier this time, so that's nice. Now, the King Iso Lives always have these limited time types of free codes. Now, for me, I've already given you guys plenty of free codes, and obviously, as the analytics shows and the stats of the views, you guys love free codes. However, King Iso Live free codes are different because they go by really quick, right? And here's the thing, they always expire at like 6 p.m. or something like that, and they only show the codes during certain times of the whole King Iso Live show. Now, I try my hardest to post them on Twitter. I obviously post them on my social media, but I don't know if I can be quick enough to make a YouTube video real quick, tell you guys the codes, and then if you guys are lucky enough to even claim those, hopefully they don't expire before the time runs out. And so that's the thing about King Iso Live codes I never liked about. I kind of wish it was more, like, I wish it had extra time. I don't really understand why it has to expire at like 6 o'clock or something like that. I wish it kind of just stayed there for like a one-time use or something like that. I don't know. I don't know why it has to be such a limited time offer. I'm sorry if I'm squinting. I don't have my glasses. I'm looking at the time. We're about to wrap up. I know you guys don't like 10-minute videos, neither do I, but those are pretty much some of the stuff that has happened in Wizard101. So as a wrap up, you got your treasure card gating, some of the health stat boosts have been increased, and no, Lemuria is not out yet, okay? But soon it will be out. But again, my name is Richard Unicorn Caller. I will talk to you guys later. We're going to talk more about the updates along the way, so don't worry about it. But until then, I'll see you guys later, and peace out. And thank you guys for watching.